Number 13 in the Radiance line is The Hotspot, directed by Dennis Hopper, released in 1990. It's got a great cast. The main part here, you've got Don Johnson as Harry, a drifter who just happens upon a small town. A small town that he figures this is a good place to stop, try and make some cash before he moves on to his next thing. He's in his mid-30s, kind of directionless, but you feel as if there's an air of confidence about this character, portrayed brilliantly by Don Johnson as he kind of moves into this world. He is a person with a gift for the gab, a person who can see situations and start to pick out angles almost immediately whenever he's in a situation. As he starts to almost get to grips immediately with everything that's going on in this town, he knows what's going on and sees some strange opportunities there.
Wave your hands around a lot and talk to me like you own the place.
I do own this place. What the hell do you think you're doing?
Selling a car.
Like hell you are.
When he jumps up to Hanshaw's motor car sales place and instantly sells a car straight away, he just gives himself a job there. But as he's such a wonderful character, he doesn't just come in and do the job. He kind of comes in with a chip on his shoulder. You can understand how this guy doesn't really set down roots, how he's always moving about. He has that kind of confidence about him that won't let him be used in any way. And we kind of lead into the story.
Jesus Christ. Lucky you wasn't a bank robber.
This neo-noir sets up, there's some wonderful factions going on. You've got Jennifer Connelly as Gloria. You have got Virginia Madsen as Hanshaw's wife, who is a typical femme fatale in this neo-noir that is both kind of wonderfully shot, wonderfully tropey at certain points, surprising with its story and its finale, and just one of those movies that kept me guessing where it was going to go to. And I think a lot of that's down to the wonderful characters that we have here. There's William Sadler in this one.
You see how it is. Another time, perhaps. We'll give you a holler.
As well as a host of familiar character actors as well. And because it's not a large, expansive cast, they're all there and they all make their mark. As there is murder, as there is affairs, as there are setups, double, triple crosses, all going on. It's a wonderfully layered story that feels both familiar and inventive at the same time, because it was something that hadn't been done in a while. It's a throwback to the 40s and 50s noir movies, giving it a modern day spin.
If you think you're gonna ditch me for that saccharine little candy ass, you've got another thing coming.
One of the aspects that I love about this is we're never really given a time of where it's set. Which year is it? Could it be in the 30s? Could it be in the 90s or the late 80s? It's never really sure. And I don't mind that fact at all. In fact, I kind of like the idea that this could have been set in the maybe mid-40s or something like that with these characters. As I'm going into this one and I'm taking all my noir baggage with me, I'm suspecting everyone of everything. When it's Jennifer Connelly's character of Gloria, I'm never too sure if this girl's as sweet and as innocent as she says she is, or if she is playing Harry for a fool. And Harry is no fool in this one, but the sort of MVP for me is Virginia Madsen, who is a wonderful femme fatale, a woman who knows what she wants and will take it. And if you scorn her in any way, well, let's just say you don't want to do that at all. This is a wonderful little tale, a small town corruption, a dark underbelly, robberies, murders, doubles, triple crosses. There's so much going on here, and it's all anchored by these terrific performances. And I think Don Johnson is absolutely really good in this one. One of the best things I've seen him in, and Hopper's direction is pretty assured as well. There's not really too much fat on this, and at 130 minutes it kind of ticks along, even up to that kind of surprising finale, which I kind of like. Grows on me the more I think about it. Let's jump into the extras and see what The Hotspot has to offer. Here we are in the disc for the hotspot. Let's go to the special features. Here you see a list of people who are talking on this disc. Let's go into Dennis Hopper first. This archival interview with Dennis Hopper for the French television programme Rapido was shot during a promotional tour for the hotspot. In January 1991, it's 5 minutes long, which is 4 minutes 35 seconds. It's really weird the way it's shot, the topic he's talking about, a lot about music, about his photographs, about picking Don Johnson as a leading man. It's such a weird and unusual addition, but I really like this. Next, Virginia Madsen. An archival interview with Virginia Madsen, which the actress relates her experience in making The Hotspot, filmed in 2021 for Kino Lorber, which is 7 minutes 2 seconds, and she's talking about how she wasn't sure about her performance, how she really has grown to love it now, and feeling in safe hands with Dennis Hopper as the director. Next we have William Sadler, an archival interview with Sadler in which the actor relates his experience to making The Hotspot. Again filmed for Kino Lorber. It's 6 minutes 24 seconds. I like Sadler a lot, so it's good to see him talking about this role, how he thought about his performance, how he made some mistakes on set, especially with a Coca-Cola drink at one point, and it's a really fun addition. I could have listened to more of him actually. Next up we have Nick Dawson, a new interview with Nick Dawson, editor of Dennis Hopper Interviews, in which the writer talks about The Hotspot and Hopper's work on it. Filmed exclusively for Radiance in January 23, and it is 20 minutes 24 seconds. At one point he reads out an email that Hopper had sent him. He goes into talking a lot about the film. It's a great addition as well. Sometimes you just capture somebody that's really interesting and relays the information in such a fun manner, and Nick does that. Next up we have Dwayne Swarinsky, a new interview with writer and crime fiction expert Dwayne Swarinsky, who discusses the life and career of Charles Williams, his connection to the attempted film versions of the final film of The Hotspot, filmed exclusively for Radiance in February 2023, and it is 22 minutes 12 seconds. I like this because we touch on a writer that I've never really heard of before. However, it was based on the book Hell Hath No Fury, and after listening to this, I'm really interested in going and checking that book out and some of the other authors' work, which is something I'll definitely be doing. And then we have the trailer, which is 1 minute 50. In addition to that, you get a 28-page booklet where we discover the cast and crew, Excess, Sex and Reality Checks by Elanzio Lazic, The Hotspot Finds Its Level by Leslie Bryan, and Star Complex by R.J. Smith, as well as transfer notes and credits. My favourite of the essays was probably The Hotspot Finds Its Level, which was great, and it's another great disc. And it's another great booklet to go along with a great disc. So there we have it, The Hotspot, number 13, lucky number 13 in the Radiance collection. I would love to know if you've picked this up, if you loved it, hated it, fell somewhere in the middle. Let me know in the comment box your thoughts on this one. There is more content up here if you want to see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to the Patreon, membership program and manvfilm.com, all ways in which you can support me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.